Can an HOA impose a curfew? I'll give you an example. There's been a lot of rowdiness throughout the HOA at night. Could be juveniles, it could not be. So they want to impose a curfew. Let's say it's a gated community even. That way they control their space. Can an HOA impose a curfew?
Let's say in the example that you gave, Ray, we're talking about a place that does not have a municipal curfew. Then the things that the association needs to be aware of and be careful about, if the board decides that is going to adopt a policy, is to be sure that there is no age discrimination or familial status discrimination. And the way that an association can run into trouble there is if the curfew or any other policy that it might have, such as use of the amenities and the pool and that sort of thing, is too broad and doesn't make clear a specific basis and reason for the curfew. And so there have been cases that have come down on both sides of this, and kind of the rule of thumb is the curfews that associations have attempted that have been thrown out and found to be invalidated by a court is when they were too broad, not narrowly tailored, and didn't specify a specific danger, risk, or harm or health and safety concern that it was aimed at addressing. Whereas on the other hand, the ones that have been upheld by courts, they were in response to specific situations, like one association where there were a number of instances where vandalism, damage, violent conduct had been committed by teens that lived in the community. They'd found some contrabands and needles and bottles and you name it had been found. And so given that specific fact circumstance, as well as the fact that the curfew was narrowly tailored to address that, then that's the way to establish a curfew that would have a better chance of being upheld by a court if it were challenged.